morning, dear students. Today let us study viruses. Okay, so you have finished with now bacterium, protozoan, fungus, algae, and now we are going to focus on viruses. Now viruses, the size is approximately around 10 nanometers to 100 nanometers. What does that nanometer stands for? Now nano means 10 raised to minus 9. 10 raised to minus 9 means if you divide a meter 100 crore times, that 100 croreth division will be 1 nanometer. So you can imagine so small a viruses. So that means they are much smaller as compared to that of the bacterium. Okay. Now viruses are generally 10 to 100 times smaller than bacteria, and you cannot see them with a compound microscope, but you require a special microscope for that, that is called as electron microscope. Electron microscope can magnify around 2 billion times. 2 billion times means around 200 crore times it can magnify a small thing. Fine. So that means a compound microscope you can get magnification only up to 1500 times. So electron microscope you get magnification up to 200 crore times. So it is visible only under electron microscope. So viruses you can see so small. But are viruses living organisms? No. Viruses are not living organisms, but they are in between living and non-living organism. What does this mean? Now viruses do not live at all, or they are neither dead. Okay, so when they are outside the organism, and that means they are mostly parasitic in nature, that means they cause diseases when they are present inside the host organism. So generally viruses live within some other organism, whether it is a plant or an animal. So they require some other body. So that is why they are generally called as organisms at the age of living and non-living. That means neither living nor non-living. So that is why it is not included in the 5 kingdom classification of living organisms. Fine. So you have to make a note of it. But since they are microscopic and there is existence of these viruses, you need to study them under classification of microbes. Now viruses are extremely minute, as I have mentioned to you before also, 10 to 100 times smaller than bacteria, and can be seen only with the help of electron microscope. They are found in the form of independent particles. That means they live alone, single. Okay, they are not forming any colonies. Virus is either since it is not living, there is no cell for it. And how is the structure then? It is only having a long molecule of DNA, either DNA or maybe RNA. Now you might have heard about what is DNA or maybe RNA, but the full form of DNA is deoxyribonucleic acid, and RNA is ribonucleic acid. So right now I am not going to talk in detail about DNA and RNA. You are going to study about DNA and RNA in standard 9th. Fine. So DNA is present in all the cells. Okay. Whereas here viruses are only made up of DNA, and around the DNA there will be a protein coat. No cytoplasm, no other cell organelles. So only DNA and this DNA, long strand of DNA, or maybe either RNA. Some are DNA viruses, some are RNA viruses, and there will be outside, there will be a protein coat for them. Fine. So now let us go to the next characteristics. So as I mentioned to you, they live only within the host organism, that is either a plant cell or maybe animal cell. So individually they do not grow any alone. Fine. And produce their own proteins inside the body of the host cell. So there they start within the host cell. Once they produce protein, they start multiplying there, and once they multiply, they will be destroying the host cell. Once they destroy, they become free again inside the body of the organism. Now they are ready to infect some new cells. So once they have destroyed one cell, they will be infecting the new cell. And like this, the virus infection spreads inside the body of the organism. So before they spread, there has to be some remedy given to this. That means some medicines have to be taken for this disease. So viruses cause many diseases to plants and animals. So let us see some of the examples of some of the diseases caused by plants and animals. So let us see first one. This is given in your textbook. Do you know? Human virus, you might be, your parents must have given you when you were small. Your mother must have taken you to the polio booth and given the polio vaccine. Why? Because there is a virus called as polio virus. Because once the human being gets infected with this polio virus, there is no cure for it after that. So that is why you need to take a vaccine for this. So polio virus is one of the virus which is human beings are getting infected, especially the children below the age of 5 years. Fine. And then influenza virus. There are different types of influenza viruses, like bird flu is caused by influenza virus, and swine flu H1N1, also name of the swine flu virus, influenza virus H1N1, and so on. Okay, so in all the flus, mostly even the common cold is caused by the influenza virus. Then we have our HIV or AIDS virus. This I am going to talk in detail about in the next lesson, or maybe Miss Darshana is going to talk about HIV virus. HIV is nothing but human immunodeficiency virus, which causes the disease called as AIDS. Fine. So these pictures also I have here in this video. In this PowerPoint I will show you. Next is a cattle. Cattle is having getting infected with a virus called as picorna virus. And plants, especially tomato, which is causing a wilt. Wilt means the plant gets drooped down. The leaves are drooping down. So that is why it is also called as wilt virus. Then tobacco is getting infected with tobacco mosaic virus. Fine. Then we have bacteria. Bacteria is also getting infected with the virus, and once it gets infected with the virus, it is called as a bacteriophage. But this bacteriophage is very beneficial in especially genetic engineering or biotechnology. These bacteriophages are used. Though it is harmful for the bacteria, but it is useful for the human beings, for genetically modified crops and all, which you are going to study in standard 9. Fine. Now let us see some of the pictures of the viruses. Fine. So these are some of the human viruses. This is a polio virus. So beautiful it looks, you can see. So though it is a beautiful virus, but it is not having beauty within it, because it is causing a very dreadful disease called as polio. Though it looks beautiful, it is not beautiful within. Now you can see a HIV virus here. HIV also, once the infection, like the polio virus, HIV virus infection, if you get, the human being will die with the disease called as AIDS. Then this is a common cold or influenza virus. You can see this one. This is influenza virus. Next one. This is a cattle virus called as picorna virus. Next we have plant viruses. This is a tomato wilt virus, and see such a beautiful pattern this one has, called as a tobacco mosaic virus. Now here you can see here the nucleic acid. Okay, so it is mostly, this nucleic acid is RNA. In tobacco, RNA is the nucleic acid. Nucleic acid means the inside the nucleus DNA or RNA is present, and since they are present inside this, they are called a nucleic acid. And why acid? Because the name itself is deoxyribonucleic acid and ribonucleic acid. So since they are acids and present inside the nucleus, they are called a nucleic acid. So there are two types, DNA and RNA. So in case of tobacco, RNA is found. Then you can see a nice protein coat here for the tobacco mosaic virus. So it is causing infection in the plant called as tobacco. Fine. And this is the structure of a bacteriophage. You can see such a nice design it has, bacteriophage, but it infects the bacteria, and it is useful for human beings. By in genetic engineering, this bacteriophage is used widely. Okay. Now let us see the most dreadful and the most haunting this. These days you all people are getting scared of one virus, which is coronavirus. Okay, fine. And I don't need to tell you about coronavirus. You are aware of it. What are the ill effects of this coronavirus causing the disease called as COVID-19, and all people are fighting with this. I mean, most those who have got infected with it, they are fighting with the disease. Fine. So this is regarding the chapter that is living world and classification of microbes. I hope you have understood this. Now in these videos, 3 videos, I have talked very fast because I wanted to finish within small duration. So that is why I have talked very fast. But if you have not understood, please go back and hear it again. You will be able to hear. So I might send you the PowerPoint which I have made. Fine. So now till then, thank you. Let us meet in the next video. Fine. Yes. God bless you all.